All right, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy JMMA here. Y'all already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We got the round table, we got the original crew all back together. I'm gonna just let them introduce themselves, man. Y'all already know what time it is.
Okay, YouTube, we already did this, but people don't know how to work computers, so it's all right. I'm gonna show y'all again. I got the Purple Rain, the Prince joint on my body, exclusive. You may or may not find it at your local Walmart for around $6 or $7, but if you do, just know it ain't this one. Now, who's next? Oh wait, I didn't even tell y'all my name. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. The Big Juice, Big Draco, King Juice. Nah, but y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. So that's
Chef Juice.
Again, all the way from the UK, TMA Prezi. Looking forward to this one. Getting into the updates and seeing what we got in store today. Appreciate it
Yes,
for having
sir.
us.
Here we go. And you know, once again, it's your boy S. Dot V. Dot. Hee ha. Need not to worry. Back here with another Joan.
yes, sir.
All right. Let's get right into it now. Usually, I read what's off the update, but ain't shit to talk about because it was a whole bunch of
Oh, there wasn't.
bullshit. You know
Now there
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
nothing to talk
Nah,
about.
it was a whole bunch. Nah, it was a whole bunch of bullshit, bro. Let's keep, bro. Listen, I've been saving in this anger for a very long time. It was bullshit. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. It was bullshit. The only interesting thing was the developer shit when they was talking about how they got the
Yeah.
EA and the Epic games. That was pretty much the only interesting thing to me. We gonna get into that EA thing. Oh boy, I'm about to explode on that shit.
Okay,
But
so
I
I'm
just
gonna.
want to know y'all thoughts. Yeah, well, what's y'all thoughts,
I
bro?
guess I'm gonna have to get on three of y'all's heads because y'all really overthinking it. All three of y'all overthinking that way too much. You said we're gonna get into that later. Can we get into it now?
Yeah, shit. Jump into it.
Y'all overthinking it. Y'all act like this guy is getting paid by EA still, and they're like, okay, so go get the job over there and sabotage it. Just do this and this and he getting paid by Steel City Interactive right now. When he was over, Poe told me, I don't know how true this is, but he told me he's like a graphics guy. So it's not like he was running things over there at EA. And I assume he has a skill set, so he's probably just gonna use that skill set over here with Steel City. So he's not gonna be like, okay, we need 60 punches in a second or something. You know, he's not about to bring that arcade stuff over here. So
Well,
y'all,
now let me add him a little bit. Now, this guy got to get patted down at the door. We got to check this guy for wires. We got to make sure he is not who we think he is. Real smart. This shit is EA with this
oh
game.
my god.
EA with this game associated with this game is like no, 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 no. And I'm listen, Juice. I'm hoping that I'm overthinking this, but I'd rather be cautious than just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. This guy coming in here just because look that movement. I think if EA wanted anything, they want that fluid movement, that revolutionary movement, because it seems like that's what their games are missing.
Yeah.
I don't play UFC, but I be
Yeah.
watching some of
It's missing.
I watch some of JMMA's videos and stuff, and I be watching the UFC gameplay, and it just looks real robotic. And when I look at the movement on that, you know what I'm saying? They could be trying to just get some coding on that to figure out, yo, how the hell they doing this movement like this? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it seems that they're missing in their games is that fluidity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
All their sports titles, bro.
yeah, all of them. All of
Every
it
game,
has
every
that
game.
clunkiness to it, that
Yep.
to it. You know what I'm saying? Every time I watch Jay's joints and I be seeing them when they fall against the cage, it's like a pause in between each move. It's a pause. It's
Yep.
a stop, go, next punch, go, next punch, go. as when you see just the alpha gameplay in ESBC, you see the pop pop move, pop pop bang, and it
Yeah.
just looks more fluid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what worries me about the EA hire is that what is EA getting their cruddy hands on our game that yo, bro, listen, man, I'm a snap.
Just to iron something out, I did actually put the questions straightforward through because when I read the updates on stream, I was emotional inside. I felt a bit angry. I felt like crying, thinking, raw, they actually got involved with EA. And I had to jump straight at the question and ask one of the devs, what is it exactly, specifically, that EA are getting involved in? And from what I saw in the Discord, the answer was actually artwork. So if that's going to put someone's mind at rest, the
Okay.
direct answer was not gameplay. So that was music to my ears alone. 'Cause when I saw the EA thing, the first thing I thought, obviously, mechanics, gameplay, buttons, movement, like you said, like they might actually, because it's their first project, they might actually need that help with gameplay. My head was gone, like, especially after making like that video about EA and Steel City. Then that update comes out, I was like, no. But apparently it's artwork, and it could be only one, like we've been talking about, this one guy, and then there'll be another one from, as we said, Epic Games and the other company, whoever it was that was involved as
I
well.
never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, but
Yeah.
apparently it's artwork, so
But-
that puts me at
yeah.
ease. And like touching back on what V-Dot said about getting patted down, not only that, I hope they put the cuffs on him as well and don't give him too much freedom.
God
Right.
damn.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
It's like, don't
Yeah.
give us your cool,
Yeah.
we'll hear your ideas, but don't tell us what you're gonna put into the game. You ask us and we tell you no, forget your ideas. We want our ideas in the game. So hopefully that's the case as well, man. Hopefully that's the case.
That's what I'm hoping, man. That it's more
This is
genuine.
my thing on it. I heard, bro. I heard he was a 3D animator. That's what I heard. I'm hearing artwork animator. So I think we all hearing the same thing. But listen, he could be a fucking janitor for all I care, bro. EA should not be trusted for one, bro. They probably got janitors working in still senior active buildings for all we know. They paying them off. We don't know what's going on, you know? Like, y'all think I'm playing, but I'm being dead ass serious.
Shit.
EA would do some shit like this. And listen, bathroom breaks are monitored. Listen, you go to the bathroom, somebody need to go with you. No roaming around, man. Listen, no roaming around. Like Pressy said, when you doing your animated shit, you ask first. Don't this ain't electronic arts. You ask. Then you go. Then we give you the okay. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck. Listen. I need his shoes. Take out the soles out his shoes. Shoelaces. Listen, you know how they do in prison? Shoelaces come out the shoes. I need full strip search. Yeah, I need all that. I need the glove need to come. You keystring something, I need to know. I need to know all that.
Off, man.
Yeah, I need all that. You know what I'm saying? I need all that, but hopefully it's not too much. Now the one that the one positive I did take away from this was the Epic Games one. Now with Epic Games, they use that Unreal Engine. Now for some of y'all that's watching that don't know what the Unreal Engine is I'm gonna put it in simple terms. It's basically like Intel Core. If you get what if for all my PC people, if you get what I'm trying to say with the Intel Core, yeah, you get what it's like that in a sense. But that was a good hire, and it was I was just disappointed. I felt like they dropped it late and they was just scrambling. Like, we gotta get one out because they've been doing it consistently, and we just gotta get one out because people were like, "Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at?" So they was just rushing to get one out. If all the shit that said in there, they really didn't need to even drop one. Honestly, they could have just dropped. They could have just said all the shit that they said in the gameplay video. To be honest, with you.
And to move on, to move on to the next topic, because I said my thoughts on when I was reading the update. I said my thoughts. I said what's the point of this? It's summertime now. It's supposed the early access is supposed to go in release in the summer. If you don't have anything of substance to tell us, if you don't have dates for things, and that's not me rushing, that's just me saying it's go time. Work in silence. When you have something set in stone, let us know. So like one thing that actually really kind of bothered me, besides like the tone itself of the update, was we're trying to get these fighters in, but we don't know if we can. It's just like,
Yeah, like a lot of
are you
resistance.
are you trying, if it's Canelo, I understand, but like, why are you, these guys are under contract, why are you making a trailer of someone you don't even know if you can use in the trailer? It's like y'all working harder instead of working smarter. We would have been, they already showed Josh Taylor and Gotti. We haven't seen Josh Taylor. Some gameplay of Taylor and Gotti would have been perfectly fine because it's smaller guys. We've just been seeing heavyweights. But
I don't care if they use aimbots, created character, in art director. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. The whole thing about that is with this, when they dropped it, Juice, is like, that's why I was saying that it's just like, here, hurry up, fuck it, just here. This is us being obligated to drop every month like we said we was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like what they're doing is really they waiting on the gameplay to drop. They waiting to drop the gameplay that they said was gonna drop in July. So like if they gave us a full detailed gameplay, look, this is going to be in it, we're going to focus on clinching, we're going to focus on the referee, if they would have gave us that and then showed us, is really no need for the game, for the update if you're just going to drop the gameplay soon.
So with Jay Pressy, how do y'all feel about that I guess just overall monthly updates pretty much could look like that going forward?
Honestly, I think at this point a monthly update isn't needed because we're too far along now. I don't like fighter announcement, like you said in your video, Juice. Fighter announcement is not going to excite me anymore. Now that they got Canelo, at this point, they can touch anybody. So it's really nobody's untouchable. So a fighter announcement to me is pretty much useless. The monthly update is pretty much useless unless you're going to say something that's meaningful. Nothing that they said in that update was meaningful. Honestly, like even though the EA and the Epic Games, that's cool, but like that's not something like fans are like raving for. Unless it's like some real heavy, hard hitting shit, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And y'all said the summer. I'm giving them to Labor Day. I'll give it till after Labor Day. The summer is over for me. So I'll give it till Labor Day. But like Drew said, bro, y'all just need to work. I don't care about y'all. Listen, it was good that y'all was in a future game show. Listen, I'm not trying to bash the game. Don't take this as I'm bashing it because I'm not. It's good that y'all was in the game, and I understand y'all had to do a public thanks. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why was that even in the update? I don't care. Listen, y'all was in a future game.
What you talking about? You talking about the
when it was like thank you to the future game show for having us in the game. We had to reach a bigger audience.
Oh,
listen,
okay,
that shit we already knew. Y'all didn't have to put that in there. Yeah, and then they gave us a quote unquote, I guess, update of what they're doing this month. We don't need to know what the fuck y'all doing every single month. Like, just work on the game. Like that's how I feel about it. Like I said, at this point, I don't need a monthly update. If it's not gameplay trailers, if it's not something showing me improvement, that's what I really want to say. If it's not improvement being shown, I don't want to hear it. And that's all I gotta say about it. Pressy, what you got, bro?
My view, just two. I'm gonna like two points I want to touch up on. Just what going on of what you said about the E3 trailer part. I was actually kind of reading between the lines on stream, right? It was like, I understand what you're saying. There was no point to bring up, but trying to read between the lines, because of how a majority or a lot of people did react. Because I was the same. I said, well, okay, yeah, a lot of it we did see, right? I think we can all agree on that. A lot of the things that was aired on the E3 trailer and stuff. was things that mostly 80% that we've already seen already. But touching up on that, it's like the way they say it. We weren't planning to appear at E3 Trainer. However, when Games Arena offered us an opportunity to introduce ESBC to a new audience, we jumped at the chance. So I feel like they're trying to explain themselves, maybe like, you know, answer people's questions like why did we see a lot of what we've seen already? Because maybe it was a last minute thing, and that's what it sounds like.
It
We
sounded
jumped
like it.
at the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
a last minute thing where Game Raider said, hey, we've got this opportunity for you, and then they had so little time to prepare what they wanted to prepare, so maybe they're giving that explanation out. I believe, I could be wrong, you never know, right? With regards to the whole update in general, like I don't, you're probably aware, Jay, I think I mentioned this before, I don't expect too much, right? One, I
Yeah.
was looking forward to it, and I did even say to you in Discord, I won't even be surprised if it's not in the first week. But hey ho, they did drop it the same night of the new month. Honestly, I'm not like you lot said, what more can they give us? Like, all right, fighter announcements done. They did an okay job. They released most of the pound for pound fighters, current champions, etc. Like, other than that final icing on the cake, gameplay, which is everyone's been wanting from the get-go. They've dropped cool. They've told us features in there. The 8 taker 8 count for a knee, all these cool little features they put in there. Doctors, referee, in between rounds. It's like there isn't much to update us on. So that's why I'm kind of. Did I expect a lot? No. Do I want a release date for beta? Absolutely. But yeah, I just gotta roll with it. I just gotta roll with it. I didn't expect much, to be honest. So did I get disappointed at all when I saw that update? Not really, because my
You
expectations,
weren't expecting
I
anything.
kept them
Yeah.
low. Yeah, I kept them
Yeah.
low. And like now with this date for the actual game, if people ask me when do you think the game is releasing or when, honestly, they said the end of 2021. That could be any time up until December. Am I expecting a beta soonish? Yeah, summertime. I am. And you know what? I did some research, so I went back onto the Steam to see if there was any updates on Steam. And from what I recently found out, maybe other people knew a lot longer before me. I didn't, quite catch on. Was the beta's actually going to be out for a minimum of 3 months before
Yeah,
the gameplay, the
that's
game
old.
actually drops, and that's good. That's good news to me because EA bring out their betas for a week, 7 to 10 days, and done. Their early access is as long as a week, where who the hell is going to learn everything or nearly anything about the game, the mechanics, the glitches, the bugs, whatever needs editing within 7 days? And
Yeah.
sometimes they literally give you a countdown timer. You got 24 hours to use
I
within
hated
7 days.
that. I
It's
hated
like,
that.
why are you limiting people to find out about the game and then you tell us, oh, let us know in the forums what you think the issues are, take highlights? It's not enough time. But the good news is with this, you got 3 months. It clearly states. So if they take away from that, then I'll be like, whoa, you lot actually gave us a time limit and then backtracked on that. So they're actually stating in black and white, it's a minimum of 3 months of early access before the games drop. Then we'll drop the game when it's ready. So
So
that's like an update to me from what I found out on Steam in its own right. But anything else, yeah, man. Unless like they're announcing a Floyd Mayweather or a AJ Fury, Deontay Wilder, that will get the juices flowing, and that will hit me. But anything there other than gameplay, to be honest, my expectations aren't too high.
okay. So Preston. So
Yeah.
why do I'm really calling you Preston.
Preston.
I'm really that's how I started it. But Pressy. So do you think at this point, if they tell us about something, they should have a date with it or just keep it close to them until they can
Keep it
provide
close.
that?
100%. 100%. There's no need to throw dates about estimates. There's no need. Like
Yeah.
there isn't a need for it because they put themselves in a spot where, right, we've promised something or we've kept people's expectations high for this reason and then backtrack on it, which there is no need for. So again, keep it to yourself. put, just grind out the work, whatever needs to be done. People are gonna, get pissed that you're not giving them a date or you're not giving them an answer. Then you got people that are gonna be on the whole, I'm patient, waited this amount of time. You lot get the game right. Don't rush it. Take your time. Because again, with EA Sports games, with other games that we do grind out and play, they do seem to come out too early, and then we complain anyway about the gameplay mechanics and shit like that.
So
that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like their problem was. They just over, just like how maybe I may be overthinking this EA hire. I feel like they're overthinking, what the fans are gonna say. What is everybody gonna say? And I think they worrying about it too much. It's like, listen, we'll get over shit, bro. Like, get your ass. We'll find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Just work. Just work, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Don't be listening to all of the hoopla. Keep your head down and grind. That's how you get shit done. You have tunnel vision, all the outside noise, you block it out.
Yes, sir.
Execute. You know what I'm saying? That's what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like they did. You made some, like what you just said, Pressy, on the on what you found on Steam. Now, if that was more juicy to me, no pun intended, then you know what I'm saying, then the update. Like, that shit is like, oh shit, for real? 3 months, and then maybe 3 months after the game drop. That's some shit right there. You feel me? So that's good. That was some good research.
With that one, that one's been known, but I just don't want this to be misconstrued by anyone. I said it in my video. None of us four, and none of the other content creators that have said something about it are rushing them. We're not rushing them. We're just saying, when you know for sure you can provide something, list a date. If you don't know at that certain point when you can drop something, keep it close. Keep it close to your chest. But I know Jay's supposed to be the middleman, the moderator, but I got one more topic I want to bring up for sure. I want to get it in.
Before you even break up the topic, I just want to say this. To all the people, why this is not, let me explain this. This is not a sense of like us hating. It's more of, we know still Cindy is going to listen. That's the thing that I always had a problem with EA, that they never listen. So we know they're gonna listen, so we're getting constructive criticism back because we know they're gonna take it well. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. Some people get it confused, like
they will.
Y'all was just praising the game a month ago. Now y'all doing this. It's not that. It's just criticism. We know they're gonna accept it. We know they're gonna listen. So we gotta give it. They gonna listen. So why not give constructive criticism? Why not?
And we passionate about this game.
Yeah,
sir.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
We can get a little in our feels sometimes.
Yes, sir. So the next thing with the update, the whole tone of this update, they were using like due to the huge change in scope for the game, we have to ensure foundations and buildings are solid. Building blocks are solid, and this is no longer a small indie title. What else did they say? But we have to remind our community that we're still only a fraction of the size. Just things like that. The whole tone of this for me was, hey y'all, we're not hitting this early access time in the summer. That's the whole tone I got. Like, this is going to get pushed back, which is okay. But am I looking too far into it, or is it? Did y'all pick that up too?
Yeah, because look, this is what I picked up. It was kind of like double talking to me, because I just heard you say something like, this is how I feel like it was kind of like Pressy was saying, that it was kind of rushed maybe. You know what I'm saying? That they said they want us to remember that they're still a small indie company, but then in the same time they say, yeah, we're grown past the small indie company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that to me was kind of like, I was like, hold on, wait, so what? Y'all a small indie company or y'all a big AAA now? Which one is it?
Yeah, they're so what they're saying, we're an indie company and we're making a AAA product. It's almost like, because with me, the way I'm reading it, it's like, y'all go easy on us now. We're trying this,
Yeah,
but
I'm
we're
trying
small.
to say that.
Like
That's
I'm
what it
just
sounds like. Yeah.
Right.
what? So, Pressy, what's up?
They trying to
Is
soften
it?
the blows, I guess.
Listen,
Yeah.
I wanted to say that Rockstar has released GTA 5 on 3 different generations. PS3, PS4, now PS5.
Mhm.
And now the game is suspected to come out in 2025. You think that's a AAA company. They do not give a fuck what we say. When they ready to drop the game, they
Right.
ready to drop the game. Still sending interactive. When you're ready to drop the game, drop the game. It's just as simple as that.
Mhm.
Just
They
take
actually
notes from
dropped that
Rockstar.
date. They said 2025 for
Yes,
GTA.
yeah.
GTA 6,
I-
yeah.
I sent the link in the
That's
chat.
crazy.
Oh,
That's
2020.
snap.
be a whole backseat by that time.
Like 5-6 years between every GTA. It's been already
Yeah.
how many
Hey,
years?
y'all keep buying. They keep buying shark cards and role playing as gangsters and shit. So
Yeah, that's they've been kept fed, innit? They're already there. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's
They
crazy.
still making money off GTA, right? They still making money. So
Still
they
making like real
insane.
money. Yeah, like that's crazy. But now a topic that I really wanted to get into. I got notes. I got notes for this one. Now Juice dropped a video and Coach's Corner about how was it fanatical? I be forgetting sometimes about how simulation do we want this game, right? And I promise you, the minute I watched Juice's video, they was talking about it in Discord. I kid you not, right? And my thing is, I alluded to this in a little bit in my video. My thing is, right? Do we want it full on simulation or do we want in between arcade and simulation? And
Yeah.
I want full on. That's just my thing. I want full on. I think EA tried to do that with UFC 4 with this one between the arcadish and full on simulation. And I think
Doesn't work.
they got how did they let it go too much and now it's full on arcade and you can't have an in between now.
Yeah.
I think you got to do full on simulation. If you're gonna say this is a real boxing game, you got all these boxes. You don't have a choice, but now you got Canelo. You don't have a choice but to do full on simulation at this point. But I just think for the skill curve sake, to learn the game for that sake, I think it does need to be full on simulation. Like y'all just jump in, man. What y'all think?
it has to be.
Go. Hold on. Go. Pressy. Go first for once.
Yeah.
Lead the show. God damn it.
Because I've watched your video as well. I said it straight when you was going on about, oh, if you get into an esports event and you was talking about someone picked Deontay Wilder and they touched you with one punch. It happens, man. Like I even commented in the comments. I said, listen, if I was in that spot, yeah, 100%, I'm gonna be pissed off. But imagine me picking Deontay Wilder, nailing someone, and then they don't go to sleep. It's like,
Yeah. Then it would be weird. Yeah.
then
Mhm.
I'll get pissed off anyway. Do you understand? So I rather take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. Make it full simulation. If it happens, it happens. At the end of the day, that's what we want. Realism in a boxing game. That's why we falling off EA games, because they're not real, because they are arcadey, like because the stunts that you can pull in them are not realistic. Do you understand? With that being said, though, hats off to ESBC, because they've already said, right? They're making a casual mode. They're making a mode for casuals, whether that is just online online non-ranked matches, or you've got your career mode, which is fun. And it clearly seems that they've put so much effort, detail, and little things that you can do into career mode that will keep your casual player interacting into the game and keep them occupied and enjoying that mode without finishing the game, finishing career and think, oh, this game's done, blah blah blah. Online ranked, because you can't mix it up. Online ranked, that's where these games are failing. People are losing. People with a high IQ, people with an understanding of the sports, of the arts, of how things work, are losing to people with lesser, no disrespect to them, but with lesser IQ in the sports, in the mechanics, because you can get away with doing certain things by pushing certain buttons, by doing things a certain way that's not realistic, but you will still get rewarded with it. And that is what is ruining the skill gap in FIFA, in UFC, in these other competitive games today. Because why? There feels like there's this little edge that people that are with lesser talent, lesser IQ, lesser knowledge in the game, that they can get away with. You do something a certain way, it will work. It doesn't matter who's in front of you or what you're up against, which doesn't make sense. And that is frustrating to like people like myself or other people that are in top 100 or that should be in top 100, but they can't get there, or they're struggling to stay there against other people. Why? Because they're spamming things, they're exploiting things, they're doing things a certain way that stop you from playing the game at a high level. So 100% for the simulation thing. And yeah, it will make my life hard. I'm going to have to learn certain things. I'm going to have to dig into the game, but that's what makes the grind enjoyable. It wouldn't be a grind if you didn't have to do any digging. So 100% for that.
And I'm gonna jump in next. So I was just thinking about that when Pressy was saying that Wilder isn't the most skilled fighter, but he has a great equalizer. If you're not the best at the game, you're kind of in that Deontay Wilder, I guess, path. And, well, I'm not the best at the game. I don't know about the footwork, et cetera, but I'm fit to use this guy with this right hand and give myself a chance against, the number one guy in the world or something, So I just thought about that, and those two kind of just go hand in hand. The not most skilled boxer, but he has power, with the not so skilled user that knows how to use Deontay Wilder. So those things kind of go hand in hand. And just thinking about that, I'm okay, because most of the people in the comments of that video, it's crazy. That video, I think, has equal amount of views as like my Canelo reaction. So people were, watching it. And most people were like, yeah, I want to sim. I'm cool with that. Like I said, at the end of the day, that's the bad side of boxing. If you get punched once and your lights go out, it happens. Right. So I'll pass it over to Dot.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like. Like, see, if you get, and you got to understand another thing that they trying to do with this game. They trying to take this game. They have a WBC belt that you can actually win. They're trying to have, I had read something on, I forgot where I read it at, but it's this whole other company that invested into ESBC. I think it's eSports. They invested into ESBC, and they got this big plan. They built a mall. They did all of these things because they're going to have a room where these things is going to be taking place, these tournaments. You're going to get the belt. You're going to be sitting down in one of these game rooms where you're playing this game, and you will be presented with the belt. It's going to be celebrities there. These are the plans that they have for this game. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to be put on a betting circuit, a legal betting circuit. So simulation for this is going to be everything in this game. Because like Pressy said, you're going to have the IQ. You're going to have to be like a real boxer. You're going to have to grind. You can't just spam your way to the top.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're going to have to be good with your guy. You're going to have to develop a style with your guy. You're going to have to learn how to adapt with your guy. You know what I'm saying? And when you come across guys like with the one punch power, but they lack other things, the main thing is if they have something set up like a training camp or whatever like that, your main thing is going to be avoiding that killer blow. So you're going to have to, like how we say about Caleb Plant, if he fights Canelo, he has to fight a disciplined 12 rounds, because if you make any little mistake in there,
your eye gonna get crushed. Your eye gonna get crushed.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That orbital bone is it's gonna be mushed in, you heard? So you have to really, that's why I can't wait for this game, and I want to see how sim it's gonna be. I just hope nobody figures out no code to to learn a spam move or something like that. I just hope that it's just all sim and you're gonna have to earn your way to your position.
And I was just thinking about something while y'all was just talking about that. So I remember this video I was watching. Kyle Shanahan for my UK guy, Pressy. Kyle Shanahan is the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, right? He was talking about how he was playing EA Madden, right? And he was like, this is a Super Bowl, took his team to the Super Bowl, playoff winning coach, very good coach, talking about how he lost to a 6-year-old. He got blown out by a 6-year-old in Madden. This is a head coach for a football team. He got
American
blown
football.
out. American football team. By the way. He got blown out by a 6-year-old. And he was talking about how he got pissed off because he was like, how is this 6-year-old beating me? I'm a coach. I know what I'm doing. I know the logistics to back and front. This motherfucker, he can't even get on the rides at Six Flags yet. And he just blew me out.
That's crazy.
So I was just thinking, like, I hope that they just do it full simulator. I don't want that to happen because I dead ass would like break my PC. If that ever happens to me, I'm gonna break my PC, right? And now I want to jump into something because I took a screenshot of this, right? And I'm gonna read this verbatim. So from one of the moderators in Discord, right? We were just talking about like skill level, how we were just talking about the skill gap and things like that.
Shout out to Gup, the best mod in there.
I don't know about
What?
TP, he was like, if the game's made well, there'll be a skill curve. It's important that the game is still fun to play at lower levels. No one will start out at the pro level. So it's important that the gameplay itself can hold up at all levels of the game. No one wants a game that is literally only played online by 20 people who are already at the highest level. That's a dead game right there. Now that was interesting to me because I kind of didn't agree with that in a sense. Because
can you say that again?
Yeah. You want me to read again? All right.
Yeah.
If the game's made well, there will be a skill curve. It's important that the game is still fun to play at lower levels. No one will start out at a pro level. It's important that the gameplay itself can hold up at all levels of the game. No one wants a game that is literally played by 20 people online who are all at the highest level. That's a dead game right there. I get what he's saying in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, what y'all think about? I'm gonna say my thoughts, but I want to get y'all thoughts on that.
Go ahead.
That to me is that means that you got to have arcade elements. That means you got to bring that arcade. Oh, you got to make it easy this game is made for boxing fans. Do we like somebody put something up where on Twitter where they had a comparison. They said they had the ESBC cover and they had the cover of the Creed arcade boxing game. They said
Poe.
the arcade guys got something. And the shit guys got something. All right? You want that shit? You go find that shit somewhere else. This game is for this. That's that. It's for this audience. You know what I'm saying? Yes, if the casuals come in, that's great. You know what I'm saying? I think you bring casuals in by bringing stars into the game. That's how you attract casuals. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in superstars like Canelo Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? Tank Davis, guys that's known in the boxing and the fighting world. You know what I'm saying? That's it. This is a boxing sim. You get that other shit elsewhere, bro.
Yeah.
There's plenty of arcade games for you to cop and have fun with. You just want to see a super knockout and all of that. There's plenty of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there is trying to sway away from that sim shit. That's that EA shit. Trying to mix simulation with arcade, and it's not gonna go well together. You know, it's just not. You gotta have a separate mode. Like, look, casual mode. This is if you want to go rock'em sock'em here. And if you want to get really into the fights, this is it for you right here. That's all they got to do.
Yeah, and
literally when I was gonna touch up on that, man. It just comes down to game modes. Listen, you want this game again? You got exhibition mode, you got career mode. Like if you're having a problem and jumping on ranked and you're finding it tough or something, that's ranked at the end of the day. It's competitive, it's sweaty, it's dirty. That's how it goes. Exhibitions there. Online unranked will probably be there. Career mode sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Amateur all the way. And even when you hear amateur, that is the bit your foundation, your base to learn, to understand. You're probably going to get a shitload of tutorials throughout the game. So it's not like, I don't think that the game's going to be, oh, you just jump into deep waters and there's not going to be tutorials, because that's what EA did. EA did, like, out their tutorial. You can go through their tutorials. There's barely anything there that they will teach you other than the basics of just a takedown and to deny a takedown. They even teach you about turning takedowns and how to deny a turning takedowns and all of
Yeah,
them kind of things.
yeah.
But touching on what V-Dot said, it just comes down to game modes, to be honest. Like, you can't ask someone to, like, again, and going back to Juice, it's like saying, oh, I want half arcade, half that. Keep the game simulation, make game modes to tailor everyone, and
Yeah.
everyone should be happy.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, you need to have your little quick fight, have that sliders, be whatever on that mode, and let people have fun there. Online ranked, it could be my mother. I do not care who you are. If you are brand new on the game and I'm good at the game, I'm smashing your orbital bone and I'm going to put my microphone on and let you know about it. Period. We live in an era where, like, everybody has to win, and no, I'm better than you. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna smash you and let you know, and I hope we match up again so I can do it again. It's like, come on, man. We go play the quick mode, whatever they're gonna do with the arcade, or go play Creed. It's time for the lions to eat. It's time to pray once we get on that online rank. You feel me?
That's true.
And I think the interesting thing about having a game simulation, right? Toro Gotti, one of the most offensive fighters that we've seen, right? I think it'll be interesting, right? If it's actually real simulation, right? I should be able to make him a defensive counterpunching fighter. I should be able to, if it's real simulation and I can do what I want to do with my fighter, I think it should be there should be some advantages to me if I want to change up the style of the fighter, how he fights in real life. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Hold on. So if we're changing up styles,
Yeah.
that's when stats come into play, and he shouldn't be effective in that way.
100%.
All right.
Kai, if you said like Katuro Gatti defensive, then that is when stats comes to play. Cause if you're not using him to his best attacking and you're trying to do a little defense thing, that's when shots should be getting through your defense.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mhm.
Because the attributes will come in. So I'm 100% with that. 100%.
All right. So I'm
Just to
I'm
touch up
on.
one last thing,
Yeah.
because we're talking about all of this. I just to hope, I pray that 2 or 3 things. This game, we match up on actual dedicated servers, not like UFC, peer to peer, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
please, no lag compensation. Like, don't do it, yeah?
Yeah.
But like that should never been a thing. But when it comes to EA, they put this thing, lag compensation, into the games. If you lot watching and don't know what that is, if you're sitting there and paying like £100 or $80 or $90 a month for your internet, and you got like a gigabyte or 500, 600, 700, 800 download speed, and then you're matching up to someone to 200, 300, 400 ping, and your game's lagging out, and you're thinking, but there's nothing wrong with your internet. There ain't. It's their internet, and you're getting punished
Yep.
for their whack-ass
And the
internet.
thing-
Why? Because EA basically like to give them a chance. So
Yeah.
if your internet's crispy and theirs is shit and it's slow, basically it slows down your screen, your gameplay, your input,
match
just
up
to
with
let
they
them
speed.
be
Terrible.
able to play their game. That's not right. If you're paying £100 or whatever you're paying for a crispy internet, you shouldn't be punished. If someone's got a shitty internet connection, then I want to hit them with a 5-6 piece in 2 seconds and they can't register now. That's not my problem. Get better internet. It's harsh, but it's reality
the
at the end of the day.
reality,
You
right.
can't punish someone that's paying for a high-end internet just to be able for someone else. I understand I shouldn't even say it's greedy. Like maybe I shouldn't
No.
say that because it's not really like you're paying for something. Why? So you can't enjoy what you're paying for because someone else is getting lag compensated and they should be able to enjoy their
Cause they,
experience but ruin
they
yours?
stealing,
Doesn't make sense.
Walmart Wi-Fi. Yeah, nah, hell no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
And that's
Like, how this, yeah.
that reminds me two things that like no one's really talking about enough. This is going on PC early access first. I would like to continue to play it once the consoles drop. I'll definitely be probably on more console. No, not even that. The anti-cheat. I do not want people to be able to manipulate stats and do just infinity punches and lose stamina. I don't. That needs to be discussed, talked
That's
about.
the thing about PC, man.
And
Jesus.
and then the servers too. Where are y'all getting these servers from? Because I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going to Google, about that server and see what games run on that server and be like, oh, okay. But yeah, those are things we need to know about too.
Yeah. And with UFC 4, like Presley was talking about, if it's like 280 ping, so I fought in Prioxis this tournament, right? They had this dude, the ping matchup, it got to as high as 305, and I got a LAN cable, and the internet box is literally in my room, and it was 305, and I got penalized for it. It's just sad because if you go on ranked and you try to dashboard, if you don't know what dashboarding is, that's literally when you click on the dashboard and exit out the game. They literally give you a time penalty of where you can't play the game. I did that the other day and I got a 20-minute penalty. I couldn't play ranked for 20 minutes. So I just feel like that, like Preston said, you gotta have dedicated servers, bro, because that's not fair to me. I'm paying a good bit for some good ass internet. If this motherfucker in fucking, I don't know, fucking
Idaho
England or somewhere, Idaho, this motherfucker
Cleveland.
got fucking grass wheat internet, that's not my problem. Like, I shouldn't be penalized for that.
It's
And
crazy.
nobody's talking about that, and that needs to be fixed. That really
I don't
needs
even
to
know
be
why
fixed.
that's even a thing. It's crazy. Like people obviously say, lag compensation is so people actually spend money and buy the game. Cool, but yeah, it's not my problem. It's not my problem at the end of the day,
Right.
man. And it's disgusting that it's actually a thing, to be honest. But hey ho, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And when we betting online for cash and all that, we're gonna have to have some ground rules.
We definitely betting.
Yeah.
Just in case anything like that happened, because if we lagging and we got bread on the line, like, yo, I'm not paying you for no lagging shit. Bro. Like, we gonna have to fight it out, bro. We gonna have to pull up on me, son.
And
Nah,
we
man,
talked about
lagging,
this.
bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
We talked about this last time about the ducking shit online. How motherfuckers, I don't want to, because this happens in UFC 4 a lot, because you can't see who you're playing. You can only see the profile picture, the ducking shit, right? And this was a good point that I said in the Discord, right? So somebody was like, should there be a time limit on how many times you pick the same fighter? And I was like, hell no, because then that creates the problem of certain people only gonna be picking that fighter when they know they can win that fight. So I don't know how the ranking system on that game is gonna go, right? So say for instance you're a champion and you find somebody that's a low level contender and you see that on there, of course I'm gonna pick my favorite fighter because I know I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. But if I get into a fight where I'm the champion, right? I've already used my 5 fighters on bum. So now I have to pick somebody that I've never played with before. So now that creates the problem of now I'm about to turn off my PC because now I know I'm not going to be able to beat you. Do y'all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Or am I the only one?
Here's with that, no, don't limit the amount of times you can use a fighter. And at the end of the day, we all want this to be sim. Well, I'm going to make this sim. I'm going to go down that Triple G. I'm gonna go down that Jamal Charlo path. If I see a challenge or something, I'll be back out. I'll see if I can get somebody new. If I'm the champion, because I mean this is sim, right, guys? So I'm ducking. I said this on episode 1. I'm ducking. I'm going undefeated. I'm gonna be undefeated the first week.
But see what they said in their thing, right? Is that that's gonna affect your fighter in some way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you read in one of the things that they got on their website is that it says, will you take the tough fights, or will you take a softer route to try to get to the championship?
That career.
It should be,
That's career.
okay, well, you don't think that should play
That
into
should be yes.
into
Hell
like
Hell
online,
yes.
if we doing online ranking, if we doing
So
online,
so since
then,
I'm wait, since I'm being sim in and out of the game, you know, I'm ducking. How does that? So if I pick Wilder and I'm ducking, his power's going down now because I'm ducking.
no, I'm not saying that
Oh.
his power goes down, but I'm just saying it should be some type of,
So you're saying somebody should get penalized for ducking?
yeah.
Oh hell no, that ain't Sam then.
When you reach a certain level, like say for instance, if you reach a certain level in XP or something like that, then you got to take a tougher fight. They're gonna want to match you up with
Well, it's
somebody
gonna
that's
be
equally.
Elo anyway. I'm guessing.
Yeah, there'll be like some type of skill based match. But I'm still gonna try. I mean, shit.
The question is, do they reveal? The question is for me is, are they revealing like game tags or like profile pictures?
I don't know, because I do like that at EA, but at the same time I don't, because they're spammers. So I want to know if I'm coming across a
Yeah.
spammer. But at the same time, I don't want nobody to back out on me if I'm a high level player.
There you
Like
go.
I'm kind of in between on it.
I feel you should
The
have
thing with
the.
Fight Night was, I don't know if you lot remember, so if you was a champion on Fight Night Champion, you could see the belt load, you can actually see the name, you can see the DNF at the top as well. And as soon as the champion sees it weren't one of his friends, they'll just back out. They were only fighting friends and Fight Night Champion. So Fight Night Champion was actually fucking hard to get a title fight. It was actually hard to get a title fight. So it can work for you, against you. If you're
Boosting.
seeing who you're fighting, then you're gonna, dodge.
Boosting.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the ducking thing, I think I'm just so damn smart. I'm just thinking about some shit. Yeah, all right. So say for instance, right, the esports shit. I don't know how the qualifying shit gonna work for that. I truly believe who you play matters if you get into it. I really think that. How say for instance, if I'm 32-0, but all my fights I only got 2 reputable opponents, I should not be going to play at this game room with esports. I shouldn't. I think the level of difficulty of my opponents should really matter if I should be able to. If y'all spending money to fly me out, the reputable opponents, that shit should matter. I really just feel that. I think that.
Ooh.
And I think that's how I think it's going to matter. That's why it's gonna matter, man. It's gonna matter. Trust me, because it's gonna be high stakes betting. It's gonna be some shit with this game. Trust me.
Yeah. I like in Madden. I don't know the last joint I have that I played on Madden. It's been a minute. I think maybe 17 or 18. But in Madden, they had like a weekend league where like the top guys would get like rewarded with like packs and just exclusive things. They could kind of implement something like that to have you qualify or something. But then again, people could duck and boost with friends and shit. So I don't really know how that's gonna go. I'm sure once we get there, I'm pretty sure they have something in play already, but once we get closer, they'll reveal that. Not really in a rush for that. I gotta, get my rounds in and beat y'all ass first before I even really worry about that.
I don't know about but now let's get into the real boxing. Let's get into the real boxing. Me and Vita already touched on this, but fuck it, we might as well. Tank Mario Barrios. Man, frustrating fight. I'm gonna just give my thoughts on it. Juice was talking about this on Twitter, and so was I. Literally, the moment I posted mine, Juice posted his like 2 seconds after. I think Barrios, his game plan was trash, because it wasn't trash.
I didn't say that.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying. Not what you said. Not what you said.
Oh.
I'm just saying this. I think I won't say his game plan was trash. I just think his mental adjustments were weak. If you get what I'm trying to say, because if you see, every time Tank was pressing forward, he was dropping his lead hand every single time. And I'm like, bro, he gonna catch him. If Tank just stay in this fight, he gonna catch him. Even though I thought he was winning, the scorecards was bullshit. 91-97?
They
Really?
had someone had Tank up 6 rounds. Like bro,
Like, what?
a round
That's
or maybe a draw going into what the 10th or 11th, but like 6? What?
like, yeah, no. Like, that's a whole nother thing.
Scorecards was crazy.
But he was dropping his lead hand way too much, and I'm like, bro, he's gonna get caught. And he finally got caught. And this is a point that Vida brought in his video. We talked about it too, but I'm gonna bring this to the masses. Floyd Mayweather needs to shut the fuck up. He needs to shut the fuck up. He was getting so damn annoying in Tank's corner when he's like, "Hey, bro, you down on the unofficial scorecard said that you did it." But you if you look at it, Tank like, bro, shut the fuck up. And you see his trainer, his trainer don't know what to do. That's Floyd Mayweather. You not gonna respect. You can't disrespect him. But like he giving instructions, and Tank's trainer's been with Tank since he was a fucking kid, man. How you can't, if you gonna be in his corner, be in his corner. If you gonna be a spectator, be a spectator. That's how I feel about that. I know you Floyd Mayweather, but shut the fuck up, bro. You want to be in my corner? You want to give me some advice to be in my corner, bro? Tank, listen, bro. You your own fight, bro. You need to grow some balls. I know. Listen, who am I to tell another man to grow some balls? But bro, listen. You can't have Floyd Mayweather doing that. I know it's a respect thing, but you're a grown ass man, bro. If he doing that shit, and you got your trainer who been with you before you even met Floyd. You didn't even meet Floyd. He been with you since day one. Hey, bro, you need to step up and say something. That's just how I felt about that. That's what really pissed me off during that whole fight.
With the Floyd thing, there's just I've been following that man for longer than I've actually been following boxing. And S-Dot said it, and because 50 said it. When he's trying to help people, I don't think it's genuine. Tank. I used to be, I don't want to say a hater, but I used to critique him because he didn't have no names. I don't give a fuck what you say. Leo Santa Cruz has never been dropped, never been knocked out. That's a big time win, period. Quit disrespecting Leo Santa Cruz. I hate that. And then he goes in. Yeah. And then he goes in losing this fight. He was at that point. I had him up. I had him up around with those knockdowns. I had him up around. But nonetheless, regardless, he was able to make the adjustments. This dude is on a path of greatness. Floyd sees that. And for him to be in his corner, I'm just like, bro, that ain't genuine. Just shut up.
You can see it.
Like, it's not genuine, bro.
Even Tank was getting annoyed. You could see it on his face that Tank was getting annoyed. He looking back.
They had a spat in the corner. He's like, Tank. I even think I heard Tank say, "The fuck you talking about?" I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? I dropped him twice." You know what I'm saying? And Floyd had to be like, "Yo, no, on your side, I'm this that." Like, yo, sit your ass down with your Mr. T chains on. We know you got big bread. Like, fall back, my G. Let this guy be great. Let his fucking star shine, man. Like we was breaking down in the video. When you watch the all accesses, you know what I'm saying? You see how mature Tank looks just as a man, as a young man growing up into a man. How he's just so laid back. He's with his daughter. He's with his mom. He got his brothers. All these things that you don't know about him. People are gravitating toward that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, wow, this kid ain't just some hood rat. You know? He actually cares about people. People love him. Shit like that. That we don't know about Tank.
And hats off to him because, man, there was a path. This was happening. Bro, I want to say for maybe a year now, we haven't heard any BS or anything from him. So he's this dude is special. And I made a pound for pound list. I haven't what's it called? I haven't posted it yet. I don't know why. But as of right now, I have Josh Taylor above him, like one above him, but I have Tank stopping him. Nasty, because Josh Taylor, he just has too much warrior spirit. Like, he's a good boxer. He's a good boxer, Pressy, but he just has too much of that warrior spirit. Oh, okay, you wanna
I'm actually a Tank fan. I'm actually a
you
Tank
you,
fan.
you wanna you wanna fight, then let's fight type of thing.
But I
That's
gotta be
so.
realistic, man.
Oh.
I don't know. At first, even when this fight when Tank was put out this way, I honestly I don't know if I like him or liked to hear he was fighting out this way. Cool, Barrios is something, but then your Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, and I don't know. I don't know if we'll see. We're gonna see and find out if Tank stays at this weight.
He
He
do
probably
not
will.
want Regis.
He beats
telling
Tank
y'all.
beats those guys, man.
It's hard.
Like Jim said, man. Tank is special, man.
He's
Tank.
special.
I believe
It's not.
that.
I
do believe that.
I
But
think.
there is
Nah, he's
weights for a
special.
reason. There's weights
Ye-
for a
ex-
reason in
yeah.
boxing. It's like you
But-
gotta stay in your weight and stay in your lane. Like
Here's the
sometimes you can
thing.
go that little bit too far.
Uh-huh.
And just touching up on you lot's opinions on Floyd, the corner, and that. In the post-fight press conference, they asked Tank, how come you just lit up like that and took him out and actually started pressing the fight? The reason was, he even said it in the post-fight, is because Floyd came to me and told me I was down on the cards and to pick it up. So sounding, Floyd did what the trainer wasn't telling him to do, because
The
he didn't
trainer
come out and
probably
say...
knew he was up though. That's the thing.
But
Let me-
He was up on all the scorecards.
But you don't know that. You don't know that. You
Let-
have to think as a spectator, and even me as a spectator, I even said that was a tight fight. I didn't have Tank up comfortably. He could have been up by one round, two
Yeah.
rounds, or even Juice said he had it a tie going into the 10th round, I believe. So, like, do you understand? So and then when it came to game plans, they said, how come you was too slow as well? Cause he even said, and you know what? Hats off to him for being honest and straight up. Cause people are not always honest. They like to just say things and do the macho and testosterone thing. He said, I was worried about his power. I'm not sure how I was gonna take his power, and I wasn't sure if my power was gonna have effect. Like, hats off to the guy for
Yeah.
keeping it 100. And it's things like that. Even when I heard he was moving up, I was like, yo, maybe this is one too far, man. You've skipped 2 weight classes kind of thing. I don't know, but like, Barrios could have been a good matchup for him. Honestly, Josh Taylor and Prograis, I don't know, man. Yeah, I believe this. I'm the first one to say Tank's the real deal. I've been on this guy since whenever I first fucking heard of him. I do believe he's special. And you know, I hope I will all the best for him. I do want him to break records and that. And again, touching up on something you lot mentioned, do I think Floyd wants? And I did watch VDot's video. Do I think Floyd wants anyone to break his record? Not really,
No.
to be honest. No.
I'm gonna.
At the same time, do I think Floyd would actually set this guy up to lose or not break his record? No, I don't think he's
Yes.
bad-minded like that. I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think he does have the best intentions for Tank.
I
But
got
do I
two
what do
words,
I like? Do
Adrian
I
Broner.
think he's waving flags around and cheerleading for someone to break his record? Absolutely
Well,
not.
Pressy, I'm gonna be honest. His 50-0 record for me as a boxing fan, don't. It's not like, oh my God, Floyd. No, like people. I saw somebody tweet this out, and they got hate for it, but Manny Pacquiao is a greater fighter than Floyd. Not the better boxer, but a greater fighter. This man Pacquiao just fought Thurman, and he's about to fight Earl Spence Jr. Floyd could have fought Keith Thurman. He didn't. Let me fight Andre Berto, and let me fight Logan Paul. Like, this man Manny Pacquiao is fucking nuts. And if he were to beat Earl Spence, you have to now pound for pound.
I think that's a step too far. This Errol fight, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but he's crazy. He's crazy, and that's what the greats are. They're crazy. They're daredevils. Floyd said, "I'm not fit to try to challenge myself. I just want to get they undefeated."
To be honest with
you know, so it's like, yeah, so it's like, man, this man Floyd is.
Yeah, but
he's not going to.
Done announced a long time ago competitively. Like he announced even with the Berto fight, like that was just his last hurrah. That was just to get his record up and done. Like, do you know, if it wasn't Berto, it was gonna be Karim Mayfield. Like, who the hell even
he could
knows
have
Karim Mayfield?
he could have fought Thurman. He could have fought Thurman then. He could have fought Thurman then.
But that's what I'm saying. One, it wasn't even a competitive thing, and two, I don't know. You can argue who is Furman, who was, you know, kind of fresh on the scene. I don't know.
There's a lot of things that Floyd could have done to solidify like his greatness in the eyes of like boxing fans. Because 50-0, I'm gonna be honest, that don't mean nothing. Ali was fighting dogs every other month. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray, like these guys were fighting guys every other month. Manny Pacquiao is well past his prime. He's still in there with these young guys. This dude is crazy. Floyd just didn't take those chances. When he
I don't agree with that. Floyd took chances. And when Floyd was on the come up, he was trying to get all of these fights in their prime. You understand? He was trying to get the Sugar Shane Mosleys. He was trying to get the Oscar De La Hoyas when they were at peak. He was trying to get Manny Pacquiao. He was calling all of these guys out, and Mayweather at the time was the high risk, low reward guy. You know what I'm saying? At the time. So them guys wasn't looking at Floyd. They kept Shane Mosley didn't fight Floyd one time because he said he had a toothache. That's reported. He had a tooth. Are you serious, bro? A toothache? Come on, bro. Like Floyd,
Pacquiao was scared the needles to take the test.
Exactly.
And shit like
Pacquiao, he didn't want to take the test. He turned down at the time. It was like $50+ million. He turned down because he didn't want to take a drug test. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't. You got to give. He tried to fight these guys earlier. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't want to fight him. That's what it was. It wasn't Floyd, maneuvering around. He didn't start doing that maneuvering shit until he defeated Oscar and he became the cash cow of, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. People, they get misconstrued with Floyd's career. You know what I'm saying? It was two phases to his career. It was Pretty Boy Floyd and it was Money May. When he was Pretty Boy, nobody respected the humble, the smile, the America sweetheart that he tried to be. They rejected that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what he did? He took matters into his own hands. He said, you know what? In order for me to be the star, I got to do what they want me to do and be the villain. Fuck it. He embraced the villain role, and look, he generated over $1 billion in boxing. You know what I'm saying? People will pay $100 just to hopefully see this guy lose.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Excuse me. But yeah, so you got to give Floyd his credit. He is an all-time great. But like when you compare to guys like Ali, I think Floyd, where he's TBE at, is he is the best defensive fighter we have ever witnessed in boxing history, period. He's been the least hit boxer in the history of the sport. That's crazy. The least hit. Nobody's been, nobody beat on Floyd like that. Can you remember I think one fight I seen, one of the toughest fights, which is one of my favorite fights from Floyd, was when he fought Miguel Cotto. That fight was, oh my God. I watched that fight in the movie theater. It was blacks, it was Puerto Ricans in there, and it was mayhem in that bitch. We snuck our drinks in there, and every other minute it was, oh yeah, look what Floyd did. That's what it was. You saw Floyd with a bloody nose. When they showed that shot in the movie theater, the shit went crazy in there. Oh, look at him, he's bleeding. Because we ain't seen Floyd bleeding like that.
Mm-hmm.
That equals greatness right there.
It does.
What that is.
That's
greatness, man. when
Not
you
gonna
could
lie.
punch a guy and you get all the credit for landing a blow. You think you're gonna win the fight. It's a 12-round fight. You'll never win that. But if you can land a punch, oh, you the guy. Like, come on.
I never forget this, bro. Well, growing up, bro, listen, a lot of people like be surprised when I tell them this, bro. But like when I was a kid, bro, I was like deep into. I may have been like 4 or 5, but still, I was deep into it, bro. I never forget this, bro. I'm still a big ass Gotti fan. I'll never forget this, bro. I was trash talking my dad, right? You know, this motherfucker popped in the Floyd Gotti tape, bro. I know, bro. I cried my eyes out, bro. He beat the shit out of Gotti, bro.
What?
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Gotti, bro. I'll never forget that, bro. He beat that, bro. And people say he don't take risks. That fight was risky as shit.
Yeah.
That was Pretty Boy though, right? That was Pretty Boy.
That was Pretty Boy.
That was Pretty Boy.
That was before he got the Judah fight. That was before he got the
Was-
Judah fight.
see,
right?
that was
The Zab fight. The Zab fight was a risky one.
yup. That
No.
was
That was a risky.
the
Yeah.
Corrales fight was
Yeah,
a
it was.
risky one. That Zab fight,
No.
what? That
Zab.
fight was-
Please don't. You sleep. He sleep on Zab. He sleep on
Listen,
Zab.
Zab was the only one that was talented enough to beat Floyd, but he didn't have the discipline. He had all the skills, all the talent. He was the only guy in that era. If somebody was going to beat Floyd, it was Zab Judah.
And because there
'Cause
was
he
like
had the-
rumors
'cause
that
he
he
had
was
the speed.
southpaw as well, and he didn't like
Right.
southpaws and things like that. Yeah.
Fast, powerful. You see them first 4 rounds what Zab was doing to him before Floyd adjusted?
Mhm.
Oh my God. Zab was touching on that boy like a Catholic priest. I'm telling you, boy. He was on him. He was hitting him like beautiful fight. And Zab's thug mentality took over, turned it into a street brawl, and got scraped.
Yeah. And I just want to touch on this last question. Just the last question. I don't want to say it, but fuck it. I'm gonna say it. King Tut and Lil B Hop, Chris Colbert fighting this weekend, right? I think Chris is gonna win. He gonna wash him. Does Tank fight Chris next? Do he take that? If Floyd, I know Floyd say he only want PBC fighters, right? But if Floyd say, or if Tank and Leonard and all them El Heyman, if they say Tank, you want this Chris fight, I think it'll be a good fight for you. Do you think Tank take it?
Tank will say yes, but Floyd and Ellaby is gonna say no. Tank will say yes,
That's
but
interesting.
Tank's handlers, no. They
No.
they not letting that. Chris Colbert gotta show he gotta get beat up more before he gotta get softened up more before they will even think about making that fight.
Yeah.
I don't see that
So
fight in Tank's future at all.
I with that one, I know Chris Colbert. I watched he had a little it wasn't a documentary of him, but he had a little show on Netflix, and that's how I learned about him. Yeah. And I'm watching him fight. He's defensively sound. He would be a problem for Tank, but after these last 2 performances, I think that's a problem, that Tank would be able to solve. I feel like Tank's going to be able to solve a lot of problems in the ring, and he's going to have the power to put the exclamation mark on all of them. So I would be interested in that. That's stylistically, that is a fun fight to watch.
What is it?
And then people are saying, what's his name? His opponent, Colbert's opponent, could beat him. I don't know anything about him. So
But I heard he's a tough guy.
Last minute though, hell no. He not beating Chris. On last minute notice, hell no.
I don't see them fighting anytime soon, to be honest, man. Chris Colbert, aka Little B Hop or what he once was, I think he's still fresh, still like, obviously I know I'm gonna say young, then you lot be like, oh, Tank's only 2 years old anyway, but the experience between them is vast, man. If I'm correct, like Tank's nearly got double the fights.
Yeah,
if not
B Hop
more,
does not have a lot of
so
fights.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
don't.
He's
He
got
don't.
And it's
14, 15 fights. Tank's nearly on 28 or 26, 27. So I don't see that anytime soon,
yeah,
personally.
Well,
yeah,
let me
and
ask y'all this. Oh no, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
and it's different when the lights is on. It's different in the level of pressure of these fights, man. When you fighting on pay-per-view, it's very different from fighting on showbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the come, yeah,
And
it's a difference, bro.
and I'm
It's
I'm
a
I'm
difference.
I know we getting off track here, but that's the one thing that like people don't bring up when they talk about Caleb Plant and his chances. I'm like he's never been in that big fight. So what we see from him fighting these other guys could just shrink, and he could be a punching bag. And I see that. That's why I'm not like, I ain't gonna bet on him just yet. But he has some things that interest me. But again, we're making this shit long. So go ahead, Jay. What else?
Yeah, I just want to end it off with this, man. Regis Prograis fight Mikey Garcia in talks, but it looks like the fight is gonna happen, right? Listen, I'm gonna go for bet for Regis. Bro, listen, Regis can fight fucking King Kong. I'm gonna say Regis gonna win.
Regis
Listen,
all day on this one. All day.
yeah,
All day.
What? Why do?
Regis Tank.
I got
Why?
Mikey.
Yeah. Why are y'all?
Regis Tank,
Mikey's
Regis
output,
Mikey.
man, it's just not there. For Regis,
I
his
don't like Mikey's
output
foot.
is
I don't like
not there.
Mikey's footwork at all. I fucking
Mikey
hate
can't
his
fight
footwork.
unless the fight's at his pace, unless he he's not gonna do that against Regis.
That
Regis gonna just put him in deep waters. I don't know. He's not he can't. He won't. He won't.
now he's not a high. He's not a high out.
Sounded like he's leaning towards Mikey.
We are. He's not a high output guy. I agree, but
Interesting.
Mikey, we might have that Earl Spence fight may have fucked the way we think about him up, but Mikey Garcia can fucking fight, and he's not this typical. Well, he fights like a Mexican. Don't get it twisted, but he's not there to be hit. He will. He will.
He tries to be too technical, like you said. But he doesn't fight like a typical Mexican. He does have IQ. Like Mikey does have a boxing brain. He does like to use his movement, but his pace is like, bruv, you stick it on him. You take him out of the comfort zone. You don't let him box at his pace, and you're a top level fighter.
Yeah,
it's just the recipe to beat him, and Prograis got all of that.
I was just about to say, if Regis
I
put
think
that pressure
Prograis
on him, bro.
I think
No,
Prograis
go
gonna look like how Broner looked against Mikey.
Ooh, damn.
Garbage output.
Bro, yeah, he doesn't. Yeah,
Broner's output is garbage. So
That's a valid point, but I when I'm visualizing this fight now, I like Prograis. Trust me, I like Prograis, but I think that Mikey's experience and things like that is what's gonna win him the fight against Prograis. I think it's gonna be pure experience. You know what I'm saying? That is going to help Mikey get him over the edge of a tough fight between Prograis. I think Mikey is going to think that he's going to be able to beat Prograis easier than what he's going to beat him. That's what I think.
He's gonna Mikey. I don't see how Mikey wouldn't be able to control the pace.
Right.
That's my. I don't see how he wouldn't. You said if it's not at his pace, he struggles. We saw that in the Earl fight, yeah, but I just don't see this fight being the fight that he's going to get backed up. And no, he's.
No, that's gonna happen. That's what Regis. What? Wait, bro, nah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Come on now, don't come on, Juice, don't do that now. Come on now. But listen, like Pressy was saying, I don't like his pace. Broner, y'all think I hate Broner's pace. He pisses me off every fucking.
Yeah. He doesn't have a pace.
I'm a huge Broner fan, and I just hate it, man.
I hate that pace. Mikey pace pisses me off. That Arrow fight put a bad taste in my mouth, yes. But at 140, the way Regis has been looking right now, bro, I don't know. I don't see Mikey beating him, honestly. The earlier rounds is gonna be for Regis, but the question is, can Mikey from the 5th round on, can he like put that thing on him and be like, all right, bro, this is my fight now? Can he do that? I don't know.
Mikey got to get more. I think Mikey will struggle in this fight because he's not so active.
Yeah,
he's been a lot less active. I think that's where he where he's lacking at. He got to get more active to get back to Mikey Garcia. And I really think that the Errol Spence fight did something to him mentally. I think he has to. I think he fought Vargas.
He fought Vargas after. Yeah.
Yeah, he fought Vargas. He beat Vargas.
Yeah.
And I think he needed another fight after that. And then if he was going in the fight program, he would be.
You betting on him. You betting on him at that point, right?
Yeah. Then I'm like, oh hell yeah, Mikey gonna win. But with the situation like his, Prograis got a chance. He has a chance. But if Mikey is anything close to being back to old Mikey, I think he fairly handles Prograis.
That chin gonna be there. His chin gonna be there.
Yeah.
Is Prograis' gas tank gonna be there too? Well, that's a question.
Listen, but he did gas in the Taylor fight, but he came on stronger at the end, a little bit. But I don't know. That's an interesting fight. This shit
That's
getting
very
kind of
interesting.
long.
Yeah, man. We're almost going to hour 30. So.
All right, y'all. This was fun. I really like this. Again, I appreciate y'all for, just letting me have y'all on here, bro. It just real appreciating.
Pressy, behind you. Press, the dog. Ah.
That's my food he's trying to go for.
But yeah, man, I have fun doing these, man, and I just want to say this. That Caleb Plant video I posted, man, I've been getting so much shit for that. Bro, I have people
You should.
People are following me on Twitter just to DM me, just to say, bro, you sound like a fucking. I got like 8 texts that said, shut the fuck up. Like all caps. They just said shut the fuck up. I'm like, damn, I can't have an opinion. But yeah, man. I just appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
I just appreciate y'all, man. Y'all wanna do y'all outro, man. Go ahead, man.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Look forward to doing it again. And you know what, man? This was a good one. I think we tried to bring everything into it, talking a bit of seriousness with the ESBC update, having jokes with it as well. Hopefully people watch till the end, man, because I enjoy doing this, and I hope everyone else that watches enjoys this too. My name is TMA Prezi, and appreciate it. I look forward to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and go, man. King Juice, man. Again, it's a pleasure to be a part of this. Last time they was bullshitting. I fell asleep at my desk. Motherfuckers hit me up 30 minutes later. Are you going? I said, hell no. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. But we here. We back. The real is back. So I appreciate everybody that is going to watch till the end. We love you. We love you. Thank you for showing us love. And I'm gonna pass it over to the doc.
Yeah, man. And it's always love doing these things. I love talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? I love the sport of boxing. I truly love this sport. And I just love, you know what I'm saying, embracing other guys that love the sport, has a passion for the sport. These guys, they got so much boxing knowledge. I love bouncing ideas off of them, hearing their opinions. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I hope y'all watch this to the end, because it's a lot of substance in what we talking about. This whole thing, man, is fire, fire, fire. Y'all gotta fuck with it, man. Pressy, JMMA, Juice, man. S. Dot, next John.
Yes, sir. I needed that ending right there. I needed that.
Until next time, man. It's your boy JMMA.
To the next joint.
Like I always say, man, do something productive with your day. Beating your meat is not being productive.
It's not.
Y'all know my motto.
It's not. What? Oh, wow.
That's not productive. Until next time, man. See y'all later.
We out. Bye.